Arrow? Am I saying that right?
You're absolutely saying it right, sir. How are you doing today?
Fabulous. Living the dream.
Absolutely you are. You're my Bob Dylan because I've been with you since episode number 1. I've grown up around you and you've been a part of my family and lifestyle, but I still have to ask the question, why aren't people pawning more than they are selling? Because I was a guy in Montana that pawned everything.
Well, we found out really quick when we first started filming the show that no one wants to be filmed when they're pawning their stuff.
Okay. That's simple, huh?
it's plain and simple like that, yeah.
Well, what you guys are doing on Pawn Stars Do America, this to me, you're coming out to us, which is like, oh my God, we get to really see who you are.
Yeah, I'm actually real and everything like that. But it's really fun. I mean, because I get to see a lot of stuff that would never come to Vegas, and and people are like lined up with stuff, so it's really, really cool. I mean, like 80% of it is like pretty bad, but that other 10 or 20% is really good. So it's been fun, and I'm sure I'm going to do it again. But like we just signed for a season of regular Pawn Stars in Vegas, so I'm thinking maybe we'll be switching back and forth over the years as long as they still have me. But apparently, I'm the TV show that goes on forever. Was
this inspired by your journey, like going up into North Dakota and stuff? Because I thought that was one of my favorite times of watching you, the way that you went up there on the cycle. I mean, you fell in love with that cycle.
Well, I mean, no, I mean, like I've done that my whole life. I mean, like. Unfortunately, I worked all summer long, but usually during the summer, I'll take 1 or 2 1,500-mile trips on my motorcycle. I still do that. And it's funny because I just pull the woods and, pull out my hammock and go to bed in the middle of the night. And, like, people will pull up and like, you can't camp here. They go like, are you Rick from Pawn Stars? No, but I still do that. I there's nothing like riding a motorcycle cross country. I absolutely love it.
As you're going across the country, have you noticed that the different regions are hoarding things that are different? Because here in the South, man, I'll sell you a washing machine. I'll bring one over to you.
Different parts of the country have different stuff. You know what I mean? Apparently, everybody in Kentucky has something amazing that's bourbon. Yeah, I mean, I filmed in Detroit, and it was just all car stuff. So, but yeah, it's regionally it's a little bit different, but you kind of get shocked on the weird stuff you see.
When you went into Texas and you came face to face with that '68 Buick, oh my God, dude, you like cars?
Oh, I have an addiction to cars. I mean, there's therapy for it, but I won't go. No, I mean, I have 29 registered vehicles. I just there is something about cars. I mean, older. I mean, modern looking cars are but like older cars. I mean, they were literally, the automakers, fought over the best designers, and then you take a designer, and then you had to have engineers. It's the mechanics, it's the engineering, it's the style, and everything that wrapped up into a beautiful piece of art that you can drive.
That and guitars.
I can't drive a guitar. I got chubby. Yeah, I've tried to learn how to play a guitar. It's just never going to happen to me, so I'm going to stick to the cars.
How do you put up with someone like Chumlee? Because, I mean, Chumlee seems to be that one little coworker that we all have. We just kind of give them the look, and then you try to straighten them out, but it's just not going to go right.
I mean, he's been my burden for like 30 years, so I love him to death. I treat him like a son, and like, I don't know. I like 30 years ago, I just sort of he just got stuck on me, like something on my shoe, and like couldn't get it off. And like I said, I love him to death. And he's the funniest person. He's one of the funniest people on television. I mean, like the stuff that comes out of his mouth is just shockingly funny sometimes. You just never see it coming.
I just watched one of the rewinds because Pawn Stars is everywhere anymore, and you can go all the way back to the beginning seasons. I saw the one that where he was trying to buy paintings, and then you taught him how what to look for and stuff, and then you put him through a test. I love that kind of stuff about you, Rick, because that shows leadership.
Well, I mean, the other thing about my show is, I mean, like, I'm real proud of it. I mean, a bunch of I meet parents all the time. They tell me about how it's the only show one of the few shows they can watch with their kids, and you actually learn something on my show. And I've always said, like, it's like laugh and learn TV. I kind of invented it, you know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I love it so much. I mean, like, it's one of the last family shows left on television.
I'm a show prep freak. I don't know how you can just pull this stuff out of your mind when a book comes in and all of a sudden you're giving me a history lesson. And the thing is, in school, I would have tuned out. But when you're talking, I don't tune out.
Well, the reason I know all this stuff is because I know nothing about popular culture. I mean, literally, you said Kim Kardashian right next to me, and I have no idea who it was. I listen to old music and I read books every night. I don't, kind of a bad thing to say for a guy who's been on television for so long, but I don't watch television. I just read at night, and I just read bizarro, weird stuff. I read books on material sciences.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of nerdy, but I do it.
Yeah, but that's what we love about you. You are a nerd because you're in that pawn store, and it's like, oh my God, this guy is with everybody. And I think that's one of the things I learned during the pandemic is that no matter what was going on in the world, I had Pawn Stars, and you guys were always with people having conversations.
Yeah, and it's also the way we film the show. I mean, we film the show so we can turn it in at any time and just start watching it. It's comfort television. And like I said, it's one of the last family shows on television.
Yeah. So the gold and silver pawn shop, everybody that's been in my neighborhood has been there in Vegas. It's such a mile marker right now. And I mean, that's got to be fascinating for you. Did you think it was going to grow that big? No. I'm literally, for lack of a better term, I was like a media whore. And every time I got like national press, it was good for business. So I was, hey, if I get this like a reality show, I get a season or two, it'll be good for business. I never thought it'd be on in 150 countries, 38 languages. I mean, I averaged 2,000 people a day in the pawn shop. Yep.
I mean, it's the number one non-gaming tourist attraction in Las Vegas.
Wow. You're heading into, on the Pawn Stars Do America, I mean, you've Tampa, Boston, Detroit, Phoenix. I mean, you're going to some real hot spots in America.
Yeah, I think I'm doing 160 nights in hotels this year.
God. Those moments where you kind of just when you can't make a deal, I think is one of the greatest examples of the pregnant pause, because a lot of people don't believe in that. But when you're making that deal and you give us as viewers that pause, oh my God, that is so intense.
I don't know, just part of my job. It's just what I did my whole life. I mean, but it's like if the deal's right, the deal's right. If the deal's not right, the deal's not right. I just walk away. And that's another thing I've always taught about my show. I talk about my show. I mean, this is how business works. I mean, this is reality. I mean, it's we can't make it. Maybe so. I mean, I love it all the time. Well, someone else offered me that. I'm well, go take it.
Yeah. So where along the line did Big Hoss drop Big Hoss? Because I mean, you go back to the beginning episodes, and that's how we knew him.
Yeah, I know. He got the lap band surgery and started working out a lot, and got skinny all of a sudden.
Yeah, and he's going to bring another boat to you because he likes buying boats.
No. Yeah. The boats are a giant hole in the water you throw money into.
Dude, you got to come back to this show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open for you.
All right. Thanks for having me, man.
Well, you be brilliant today, okay?
Thank you. All right. Same to you.